Mohammed Saad Iqbal was abducted and thrown into the shadowy world of secret prisons set up by American intelligence after 9/11. Although considered by some more likely a braggart than a terrorist, Iqbal was imprisoned without any charge for 7 years.
They tortured me, electric shocks in my knees. That reason I can't walk. My nerves is been damaged.
This is Iqbal's account of his rendition and imprisonment. Beyond confirming the places he was held, little of it can be verified. The Pentagon and CIA have a policy of not talking about their detainees. Iqbal, a Pakistani, is an Islamic scholar and a reciter of the Quran. He says his troubles began here in Indonesia, just months after 9/11, where he met a group of radical Muslims. He is alleged to have bragged to them that he had personally heard Osama bin Laden speak, and he discussed a type of shoes in which you could hide bombs for a terrorist attack. Iqbal now insists that he only talked about religion with the group,
and was just as a Islamic scholar, not as a leader or not as a fighter or not as anything.
But Iqbal's alleged conversations were picked up by Indonesian intelligence and reported to the CIA, just weeks before Richard Reed was caught trying to ignite a shoe bomb on a transatlantic flight. Iqbal was now a suspected terrorist. 2 weeks after Richard Reed was arrested, Iqbal says he was rousted in the dead of night from his Jakarta apartment.
They showed me badge and they said, you have to go with us.
After being held at the police station, Iqbal says he was blindfolded, handcuffed, and taken to a military airport in Jakarta, where Egyptian and American intelligence agents were waiting for him.
So one person from Egyptian intelligence, he come and he punched me in here very hard, and he grabbed me like this and he threw me against the wall. I started bleeding from left ear, from mouth, from nose.
Iqbal says he was beaten, then shackled and flown to a secret prison in Cairo, where he was interrogated by Egyptian intelligence agents.
This was the first thing he said for me. If you cooperate with us, we will cooperate with you. If you not cooperate with us, we torture you more than Indonesia.
Iqbal says he spent 92 days in a tiny windowless cell, where he says he went through 3 interrogation sessions.
American C.I.A. was sit down, but when they need to ask me a question, they write that question and they give a piece of paper to the Egyptian intelligence. They try to not show themselves.
He says they repeatedly asked questions he could not answer.
When I went to Afghanistan, how I met UBL, Osama bin Laden, yes. Same where I got a training. So I never got a training, I never went to Afghanistan, I never met UBL. I cry and I yell. Also they give me brain electric shots. They put in room brain electric shots top and come into my brain directly. And also they give me some kind of drinks, have drugs inside, so you don't know what you're talking. They make me also force me to drink that and answer the questions. But they not find anything. And even they told me, we know you don't have anything, but we get instruction from US.
He said he was turned over to the Americans, who flew him to Bagram Airbase in Afghanistan and interrogated him for a year before sending him on to Guantanamo. According to Iqbal, his American interrogators had lost track of the original reason he was picked up.
They never asked me a question about shoe bomb. They never asked me a question about anything you met a terrorist person in Indonesia also.
During his 5 years as a Guantanamo detainee, Iqbal says he suffered severe psychological torture at the hands of his American captors.
They say, just give us something. Even the CIA person, he come and he said, we forgive you. Just accept you met Osama bin Laden. He told me by cell, I forgive you. I said, no, I'm not going to say that. He said, okay, I make you to say that. Then he tortured me. He not let me sleep for 6 months. He put me in frequent flyer status. In Guantanamo Bay mean you're not allowed to sleep. They moved me every 2 hours from cell to cell, from cage to cage, from block to block. They put a handcuff, they put leg shackles until I come to suicide.
Iqbal says he tried to hang himself twice, went on 3 hunger strikes, and suffered constant pain from an infected ear caused by his treatment by the Egyptians. Then, in August of this year, Iqbal was released without explanation and flown back to his native Pakistan.
I was crying. This was after 7 years. When you never hope you're going back to life.
During his first Ramadan home as a free man, Iqbal recited the Quran at a local mosque. He says his faith in God is what kept him going, and he bears no personal grudge against the Americans. A Washington lawyer now representing Iqbal says he plans to sue the American government for unlawful detention.
I believe if anybody did with me a wrong thing, that God will take care and punish him. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in my life, but one day will come